Hello and welcome everybody to another edition of Channel Surfing. I am your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace, and we're doing it in a little bit of different format this time, where we're going to go for the podcast method, because why not, guys? That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to podcast. In this first new edition of Channel Surfing, yes, this is like the third incarnation of it, but still, it's somewhat new. We're going to talk about Fear the Walking Dead and Season 1. Only 6 episodes, but if you remember back a couple of years ago, what is it, 6 years ago now, when The Walking Dead first debuted, it was only 6 episodes as well. So, this is AMC's way of saying, hey, you might like this, let's only make 6 episodes, let's see where it goes. Now, of course, I will admit, and just like The Walking Dead, there were very, very, very slow parts in this series. For example, the family decides to play Monopoly. That's a 3-hour game, so why on earth would you sit there and play a 3-hour game on a show that's an hour while the zombie apocalypse is happening around you? Now, the unique thing about Fear the Walking Dead is we are now seeing what happened while Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead was asleep and on the West Coast. So we saw the events transpire, how the world would deal with such a situation as it unfolds when it comes to the zombie apocalypse. It's definitely a great concept, very unique. For one, I'm a big zombie movie fan, and usually we get a 2-hour window where we just see the carnage has started, and our survivors are just trying to survive at that one instance. Now, going forward, we're seeing zombie apocalypse. 1 or 2 patients, people not really understanding what's going on, and so on and so forth, into the transgression of now the majority of the population has turned, and is going after the ones that are still living. The series itself did start off slow because you're walking in with the expectations that it's The Walking Dead, and The Walking Dead didn't become The Walking Dead until like season 3. How many people were irritated with the whole farm situation when they're looking for Sophia? This is kind of similar. We're just waiting for the action spots to happen, but it's a slow transgression, and we got to learn to love these new characters. I, for one, love the old Mexican guy. Think he's a badass. Salvador is phenomenal, and I'd stick by him. He's got good methods. He obviously shows the attitude that many of our survivors in the Walking Dead original series took a while to get to. He has them out the gate because of shit that went down in Mexico, and it makes him a little bit harder than most. When it comes to this whole decision of what's going to happen, with his wife, my family is number one priority, and that's all he's going to do. His character development didn't have much, but for the most part, he is what he is. The only direction they could take that character is making him softer, since he had, spoiler alert, lost his wife, and unfortunately he's got his daughter, who was shot at the end in the season's finale. So you gotta watch that character. Hopefully he would soften. He could harden. I don't know how much harder he can get, but he is the badass out the gate. The other badass out the gate is the man we met in the prison with Nick, and I can't remember his name right now because I'm bad with names, but he's the only one in a suit, and he had the beach house, and Abigail's on the water. He is an interesting character that seems to know everything that's going down and how to react to it, which makes me, at least me, for my opinion, suspect that he's got an issue with, or not an issue, but more or less has been a part of what's transpiring out in the world of zombies. The 2 characters to watch the development the most is going to be Travis and his new wife, Meredith. I want to say it's Meredith. Because they are coming from an oblivious point of view and moving towards a more not naive point of view. Travis is going to take the longest to turn around, and it'll be interesting to see if he takes the Rick Grimes approach. Because Rick was kind of new to it. He was soft, and now there's a Rick-tatorship again. Whereas Meredith, she's kind of harder. So she may turn into a Rick-type character quicker than Travis would. The kids are oblivious. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Christopher and his addiction. Well, not Christopher, Nick. I think it's Nick. I don't know. The heroin addict. You know better than me. I'm bad with names. If you watched any of the other channel surfing videos, you know I'm terrible with names. But the season itself has been slow-paced, and it's showing the transition. And now we are into the full-fledged Walking Dead scenario where survive if you can. Before it was like, oh, there's some hope. We may be able to make it. Yay! You know, stupid, naive stuff. Shit goes down like that in real life for me. You're getting hammered to the head if you cough. I mean, I try to attack people that when they wake up, they're groggy and they're like, I don't want to go to work. I'm ready to attack you. Just saying. The series is good. I like the series. This is a quick channel surfing bit. We're going to try to do this for most shows. I hope you enjoyed the first edition of the channel surfing in a podcast audio version rather than seeing my ugly mug. Maybe if I ever get a studio one day, we'll do channel surfing live again. But thank you for listening to the Walking Dead, the Fear the Walking Dead channel surfing review for season 1. 6 episodes, definitely worth checking out. You gotta wait until next summer, which is kind of a bummer. But next week, well, depending on when you're watching, The Walking Dead debuts the week after this went on season finale. So, check out everything that's going on at fanboysandhonest.com. Check out the DaceManShow.com. Check out the Dace Man Show YouTube, where we will be uploading this video and other videos based on episodes as they go. So thank you guys for listening to the channel surfing review of Fear the Walking Dead. I'm Chris Dace. Keep watching TV.